We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there.
Now the first running back drafted this year is Saquon Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready. Blue ready. Check four. Here we go. Hey.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Green, triple team. Check. Lucky. 5-0.
On 2nd down, Winston again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come back.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Richmond.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Again, it's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that's off the mark, incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Green, triple team. Hey, sub. Let's go. Get in the weight room. Green, triple team. Bring that up.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Well, this is caught by Gill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Come back.
Watson on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Richmond! Come back! Tiger!
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one who has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Single. Motion.
From the gun, here's Watson. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confident.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. James White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Forced out to his left. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Richmond.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And a dump off to White. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This is McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now White. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watson now to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What would Big Al was thinking on draft night? Had to be so happy for his son, but they grew up watching Jets games, just sitting together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-Men. Second down, Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out now come the Redskins. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
It's brought in right side by Ginn. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll let it fly in the direction of a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Jameis now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. A first down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Richmond.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot before the break, Watson. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Crosby on now to kick it away. To return, here's Chris Conley. We have hit. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. Now, this one might be going the other way. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Again has it complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Reset.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Defensively, looks like they were thinking the same thing you were. You mentioned maybe being able to hit them with some screens, but they were ready.
Yeah, it's not just the guys who have the headsets on offense that do the thinking, right? They saw, they understood what they did, and said, you know something, how would you try to play it against us? And they were ready for it.
Here's Watson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Richmond.
Watson, off play action. Rolling to his right. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Crosby on now to kick it away. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Flushed out right. McConley's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Winston. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's complete to Meredith. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Jameis to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to throw, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Richmond!
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Redskins on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receiver.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw on second is Watson. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, it's White, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. James White with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Crosby on now to kick it away. Here's Conley. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Double tight. Come on, Sunday.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Let's go now. Green, triple C.
A handoff to Barkley. And an alley to run. And still fighting. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think that. I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Now a carry for White. And he's got some space here. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 62 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, "Listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence." Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, "Don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo." And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Finding some room at midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Black 22! Black 22!
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Red, green, the line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Richmond. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right here.
And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at a 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Green the line! Green the line!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.